What would happen if you were to replace your smartphone with a gaming console? What would really happen? That was a thought I had for a long time because I realized that my screen time was getting really long and I really did not enjoy. So over the past few months, I decided that I'd now be replacing my scrolling, such as my phone, with things like gaming and reading. And here are the 5 biggest things that happened. Number 1, I realized that my days were now way longer. And hold up now, I know that doesn't make any sense because all days are the same length, but my days actually felt longer. I felt like I had more time to do the stuff I want to do / need to do. And I realized that this was due to the fact that I was no longer accidentally spending hours scrolling. We all know the feeling of when you wake up, you pick up your phone, and before you know it, it's an hour later, you're still in bed on your 100th TikTok video, That happens a lot. But when you switch out these habits, right, you realize that that no longer happens. Because even if you do wake up and do something, it's something intentional and you don't get trapped in a loop of just feeding yourself content. So I realized that those gaps, those 1 hour moments where you would just scroll, because they disappeared, I now could use that same time to do something else. Whether it be read a book, something as simple as take a shower, my days now felt lengthened. Number 2, I had more things to talk about. Before this, I found that I didn't really have anything to talk about. A lot of people have their thing, whether it be their interest, their career path, but me, I never really had anything. And I knew why it was. It's because I didn't do anything worth talking about. But as a result of me deciding to, pursue some new things, whether that be sewing, reading, gaming, scrapbooking, I now had a ton of things I could talk about at any given time. And that really helped build up my confidence, because no longer did I feel like I just spent all my time on my phone. Truly, I could say, nah, I did a good amount of stuff today. I worked on a YouTube video, I worked out, I gamed, I sewed a pencil case, whatever it was, And that really helped with me just feeling like an actual person and not an NPC. Number 3, no more brain fog. No, we all know that feeling of when it's like you just can't take it anymore, especially at school. Like the teacher is teaching and midway your brain just shuts down. It's like you truly can't take any more of the content they're pushing to you. And that feeling rarely ever happens to me because it's like my mind always has space. And I realize it's due to the fact that before this, I was filling my mind with all sorts of just brain rot. Because when you watch videos for an hour, your mind tries to remember those videos. Your mind actually stores them somewhere and you may not realize it. But if you do that for the first couple hours of your morning, by the time the day starts, your mind it's dead. It can no longer consume anymore. So now that I was no longer doing that, my mind felt like it had endless space to learn, to focus on things. And that was just really big to me. Number 4, which I consider to be the biggest improvement for me, was I grew as a person. I started trying to learn new things I would have never tried before. I picked up sewing and I sewed a pencil case, a laptop sleeve, a pillowcase. I did all those things. No, I'm not creative at all. I don't consider myself to be creative or capable of doing anything artistic. And yet I realized that if you simply spend time doing things, you'll grow at them. And I never had any time to grow at things because I was spending all that time just watching brain rot, So I found that I was now growing as a person in ways that I didn't think I was capable of growing. And number 5 was the no guilt. We all know that feeling when you finish scrolling and you're like, damn, I really just wasted all that time doing nothing. There's absolutely nothing to show for it. Even if it's something in gaming, yeah, if you spend 2 hours gaming, technically after you have nothing to show for it, but at least you progressed in the game, you still can show the progress. But in scrolling, after 2 hours of scrolling, you are truly no better at all than you were 2 hours ago. In fact, you're worse because now you're tired, now you feel like your brain's full and nothing truly happened. But when you take your smartphone out of the equation, when you take scrolling out of the equation, that guilt disappears and it's really just a relief, So those are the 5 biggest things that happened for me. If you have anything that happened to you or anything like that, feel free to comment them down below. And if you're interested in more content about gaming, minimalism, the analog lifestyle, feel free to subscribe.